If Osama bin Laden, wherever he is, needed a to-do list, he's got one now, courtesy of WikiLeaks, a secret State Department cable listing sites around the world vital to U.S. national security and public health.
Leaking a list that purports to lay out critical infrastructure is like painting a target on the companies or the entities which are listed.
Former Secretary of Homeland Security Michael Chertoff was once responsible for what's called the National Infrastructure Protection Plan. The list of overseas facilities goes on for 4 single-space pages, covering the globe from mines in Africa that produce critical minerals to labs in Europe that manufacture life-saving drugs. Want to find the most critical gas facility in the world? According to the document, it's the Nadyum gas pipeline junction in Russia. How about a critical, irreplaceable source of power in portions of northeast U.S.? Just Google Hydro-Quebec in Canada. Or maybe the plant in Preston, England that makes parts critical to the new F-35 Joint Strike Fighter.
Now, some of the infrastructure is very well protected and probably not very much a terrorist could do. But there may be some elements that are not well protected or not well known.
Attacks damaging to the U.S. could occur on any continent and in unlikely places that might never have occurred to bin Laden or any other terrorist. Like a lab in Kvistgård, Denmark, which makes smallpox vaccine, or an undersea cable connection in Brookvale, Australia. Flood control dams along the Rio Grande between the U.S. and Mexico. A tin mine in Peru, a chromite mine in Kazakhstan. Even a plant in Italy that produces an antidote for snake bites.
What happens in one part of the world can have a very direct impact on another part of the world.
That would seem to make this cable potentially the most damaging of all the 250,000 released over the past week by WikiLeaks. But U.S. officials say other cables, like the one describing the quirks of Libya's Muammar Gaddafi, could result in the recall of a small number of American ambassadors who can no longer deal with their host government. In some countries, American diplomats are now forbidden to take notes in meetings with local officials so those embarrassing quotes don't show up in State Department cables. Harry?
David Martin at the Pentagon tonight. Thanks.